Module 4, Lesson 1, Writing Equations Using Symbols. So we looked at this a little bit in the pre-module work we did. Would you rather hear, or rather read, the number 1157 is the sum of the squares of two consecutive odd integers divided by the difference between the two consecutive odd integers? Or would you rather see this expression if you're going to have to work it out? Most people understand this expression a lot more than they understand all these words. So I guess it's a personal preference, but if we were going to work this out and try and figure out what x was, we'd probably want to use this equation. So we're going to try and turn these words into equations. So when half the number is added to 15, half the number, that's our variable, is, well, is a lot of times means equals, but we'll see, added to 15, we get also means equals the number itself. Well, the number is our variable x. So I don't think we want two equal signs here, so we have to figure out which one is our equal sign, and I believe it's going to be the we get, not this is, so we're going to cross this off. So right now we have half x plus 15 equals x, and that's how that would translate. So half of a number is added to 15, we get the number itself. We get the number. Okay, let's try another one. When the square of half a number is subtracted from 5 times the number, we get the number itself. So we want the square of half a number. So we want half a number, but we want to square this. So we want to take this and square it. Now that is subtracted from 5 times a number. So this is subtracted away from this. So we have to watch the order there. We get is our equal sign, the number itself. So do we want to put a half x squared minus 5n, or do we want 5n minus a half x squared? Well, if this is subtracted from this, we want the 5n. I guess x is what we should be using. We can't switch variables here. So we want the 5x to come first. So 5x minus 1/2 x squared. Now we have to keep that in a parenthesis, otherwise we are only squaring the x and not the half. It's all of this squared. Anyhow, we get equals the number x. Okay, a couple more. Paulo had a certain amount of money. If he spends $6, then he has 1/4 of the original amount left. Alright, so Paulo has some money. We don't know how much, so that's our variable. He spends 6. Spends is like we are subtracting, so we're going to subtract 6. Then he has, is telling us equals 1/4 of the original amount. Well, the original amount of money we had was x. So we have x take away 6 equals 1/4 times x. And that's the expression they're looking at. Now, in a future lesson, we'll look at actually going through and solving some of these equations that we translate. But right now, we just want to get practice with translating them. Okay, another one. When a number is taken away from 57. So a number taken away means subtraction, but we're going to have to be careful here. This is going to be 57 minus x. What remains, that means our equal sign, is 4 more than 5 times the number. Okay, so again, a number is taken away from 57, so 57 minus x. What we have left is 4 more than 5 times the number. Okay, some more to practice. Now, I know these are not the easiest thing in the world, so you've got to practice, you've got to try. The next one, when a fraction of 57 is taken away from 57, what remains exceeds 2/3 of 57 by 4. So we'll take this step at a time. A fraction of 57. So the fraction is what we don't know. So x of his times 57 is taken away from, that's subtracted, but it's subtracted away from, so we'll have to watch the order here, taken away from 57. What remains, that's our equal sign, exceeds 2/3 of 57, this is multiplied, exceeds means we have to add 4. It exceeds by 4, so we have to add 4. So 57 times x, but we are subtracting it from 57, and we get 2/3 of 57 plus 4. All right, the next one. The sum of 3 consecutive integers is 372. We talked about consecutive integers here in the pre-module work we did also. So 3 consecutive integers, we'll set it up as x plus 1, and x plus 2. Sum means that we want to add those. So the first one plus the second one plus the third one adds up to 372. Is our equals. 1, 2, 3x plus 1 and 2 is 3. We're just adding these up, adding up our like terms. And now we solve. 2 steps, take away 3, divide by 3, and x appears to be 123. So if this is 123, this would be 124. This will be 125. We add all those up, we should get 372. Okay, because the sum of them is supposed to add up to 372. One more of those, and we did even and odd in the pre-module, but both of these are just consecutive integers. Remember, you can also have more than 3. So the sum of 3 consecutive integers adds up to 93 this time. So 1, 2, 3x plus 1 and 2 adds up to 3 as well. Take away 3 on both sides for this one. Divide by 3 on both sides for this one. And we get x equals 30. So 30, 31, 32. And if I add those up, I get 93. All right, so we'll be doing some translating and some consecutive integer problems. And actually, I don't think they have you even solve the consecutive integer problems right now. I think they just are going to have you set them up. So